Good afternoon. The pardon board is reconvening. We're at Allen Correctional Center with the staff. Oh, the time is 2:00 p.m. on Monday, April 24th, 2023. With the staff there at Allen, please introduce yourself for the record.
This is Assistant Warden Crystal Simon. I'm the only one in here today.
Okay, well, thank you for helping us out today. And we have in front of us Mr. Winley.
Yes, ma'am. How y'all doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name, your DOC number, please.
Okay, my name is Carlos Winley. My DOC number is 541-266.
You've been waiting on us all day?
Yes, ma'am.
And so have your parents. They're here with us in the room with us in Baton Rouge. We have Mr. Carlos Winley Sr. and Karen Winley Owens. And at the appropriate time, your mother wants to speak on your behalf and we'll ask her to do so. Okay, and before, are you going to speak also?
Sister.
Sister?
5 minutes apiece, I guess.
Yeah, 3 minutes apiece. So they'll both speak. Good deal. All right, so first, let me just read some information into the record. Mr. Winley, you're here today seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in East Baton Rouge Parish in October of 2006 to a 25-year sentence for manslaughter. Is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman, seated to my far right. Would you answer his questions?
Okay, Mr. Winley, how old are you?
36.
36, okay. And how long have you served on this charge?
They're down 16 and a half right now.
Okay. And you're a first felony offender.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Winley, I mean, you know, I read the report, and I'm sure my fellow board members have read the report. Walk us through what happened that day. How did you end up shooting this man?
All right. I had took a trip in my old neighborhood, and me and my cousin, we were just sitting outside by my car, and all of a sudden, Corwell had came with a guy named Face, and all of a sudden my cousin and Corey just started arguing. For the fact, I don't know what reason, but my partner Chris had told me to take him to the store. So I took him to the store, and like about 10 minutes later, when I got back, my cousin came running up to the car, talking about, give me the gun, give me the gun. So I told him no. And I just took a reverse. I took my car and I had reversed it. And then I had seen Corey Wells that I had shot. And I had left the scene.
But why did you shoot?
Well, like I said, my cousin, like, he was bleeding, and I took consider when I see him bleeding. I just took consider, and I just took care of it for him.
That's what really gets me about this, the confusion. I mean, your cousin asked you for the gun. You told him no, like you didn't want him to shoot him, but yet then you turned around and you shot him. I mean, try to explain that to me. Were y'all drugs and alcohol involved?
Well, I was on alcohol. He wasn't on nothing. I was on alcohol to the fact, you know, I was going through something, and I just, like I said, I just took it on, and I just shot Corwell.
Have you ever received any treatment for your alcohol?
Well, I took some classes when I've been down since I was incarcerated.
Okay, what did you learn from those classes?
I learned from, substance abuse and, anger management. You know, living in balance. I learned from, them classes. You know, drinking problems could lead to, anything. And that's what led me. And I then took a responsibility for what I had did, and I should have took that the right way.
Okay, do you attend AA and NA right now?
No, sir.
Is it offered at that facility?
I took recovery that dynamic. I took that. I took recovery dynamic.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Also a Pride member, and you've taken Cage Your Rage. What you learn from Cage Your Rage?
I learned a lot from Cage Rage. That anger, like I say, anger could lead to anything too. And you know, you can control your anger by, you know, like I say, exercising, you know, taking a deep breath. You know, they can really, you know, control your anger. Or, you know, go outside and, you know, just let it all out. And, you know, I learned a lot from that.
Okay, you have some law enforcement opposition, which is to be expected. The sister of the victim is opposed. Your family is unopposed. You have a low risk, a low need. Your custody is medium. Your institutional record is fair. Why do you have a fair institutional record? Have you had any problems since you've been there?
I did have one problem.
Okay.
This guy, I didn't know him, like when I came back to DCI, I didn't know him. But he had he took he knew I had a parole date, and like I say, he snuck me in the kitchen while I was eating. He had a knife, but I don't know why he did that. I don't know why, but I didn't. Like I say, I had this cleanser on my head, and I had to think mind over matter, and I had a tool wisely. So that's why I ain't do nothing, cause of my cleanser. And like I said, he had a knife on him. I don't know what made him do that. I don't know what reason, but he had got locked up. But I had the lady seen that I ain't strike back, and then so she threw my write up out, and you know, everything.
Yeah, I've seen you had 15 write-ups. When was your last write-up?
My last write-up was 2020, but it got thrown out.
And that's the one you're telling me about.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm
Stuff.
talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some.
When was your last write-up before that?
2015.
Yeah, what was it about?
I think, let me see. Somebody had put some stuff in I had a hygiene bag, and one of my partners, he was using my hygiene bag, but they had some type of mojo in my hygiene bag. They had locked me up for that, but I had beat that when I was at Tensaw. I had beat that because I had did an affidavit, and I told the people I didn't have no access to no motion and all that. And one of my pilots, he had took the affidavit, and he had wrote stating that that was his motion. And I did beat that.
Okay, let me ask you this, Mr. Winley, you took a plea deal, correct? I mean, they charged you with second-degree murder, you pled to manslaughter,
Yes, sir.
and you got 25 years.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why I should let you out now when you took this plea bar.
I feel like I learned a lot. I done seen, I done seen all kind of stuff. I done, been in all kind of stuff. I didn't even help younger cats stay out of trouble. So I feel like, by these years, I done rehabilitate myself, and I learned from what not to do and, what to do and follow instructions.
Warden, you have any comments?
I really don't, Mr. Freeman, other than, his conduct is not horrible. And he currently is a dorm orderly, right now for the facility.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. O'Shea?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Winley, good afternoon. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Good. Mr. Winley, what are you expecting this board to do this afternoon? You have a good time date in January of 2027, about 3.5 years from now. What are you requesting this board to do today?
I am requesting the board for, to get my freedom back and, let me back into society and start over.
Mr. Winley, you have a good time date in January of 2027, so you already have a release date. So tell me, what are you requesting us to do?
Let me parole out. I'm gonna,
Want to move up your parole date?
yes,
Now,
sir.
were you aware when you pled guilty to manslaughter and received 25 years, you had to do 85% of your sentence before you were eligible for parole? Were you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to change it now?
Cause I feel like my family need me. I feel like I can change the community. And I can bring positive, to the community, what's going on now. And I feel like I could do much more.
So tell me what you've done extraordinarily that I would consider shortening the time before your release.
Like work-wise, I've been working. I was in GED, but they had shipped me here at the Correctional Center, and I was about to take the high set, I
And
just graduated.
What happened?
I had got transferred.
Okay. I'm almost sure you can take your GED test at Allen.
Yeah, I had put in. I had put in for it.
Okay.
I had put in for it, but I
Thank
had
you,
to. All right.
All right, Mr. Winley, we're gonna hear from your parents now. First, we'd like to hear from your mother, Ms. Owens. Would you, yes, thank you.
Yes. I'm Carlos, I'm Carlos Junior's mom. And, I am very, I'm humbled with acts for mercy and, for Carlos Junior. I know he been gone a long time and like he was saying how he want to help the community. I mean, see, we have a lot of boys in our family, and I think he would be a positive influence in helping them. Me and his dad, we would support him in every way. We're gonna we'll offer our home back to him. We want him to come home. My husband has a business for him. We're gonna try to keep him straight. We're gonna surround him with, being positive and I know we're gonna encourage, he's going to go to church. Yeah, come to my home. And we're gonna give him that guidance. And I'm just asking for mercy. It's been a long time, and I'm very remorseful for what he did there.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Mr. Winley, Senior?
Good morning, Mr. Panel. Call me the senior, call the dad, like I said, we support our son, we have 3 kids, 5 grandkids now. And before we went in and the mission program got in, we kept him here before our church in the neighborhood, as a leader. And he's passionate about helping people. As you can tell, that sometimes passion, too passionate. And I forgot one thing. Shout out to Victor's family. And I know the victim's mom, put on the school together. Kids and grandkids, we good friends. Like my wife said, we are very remorseful for what happened to their family. Their family is our family, my family. And we go to support college dreams, and he got his job, I'm getting his job in my land. Business I have. I'm a federal employee. I have a lawn system on the side. People take care of those. People come back, take those, one thing. And he has to grow up, and by sitting watching him talk, he has grown up. He's 36 now, he's growing up. I think he said, I can tell that. So, and he's from the Detroit, like you said, and he goes through every man. Thank you, Colonel, and that's it.
Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Winley, is there anything you'd like to say to the panel or to the board before we go?
Yes, ma'am. I got a like I said, to the Wells family, my family, and the Baton Rouge Courthouse District, I want to say, and very clearly, I am remorseful for the fact I put you through this. Please accept my condolence, and I have learned the hard way of discipline. My mindset is from completing this journey, and I'm willing to do better. I'm willing to do better.
Yeah. All right, I think we are prepared to vote. Mr. Freeman will be voting first.
Okay, Mr. Winley, I do not think your time is coming. I do not think today is that time. And you took a manslaughter plea, so you've only served 16 years for actually killing someone. So my vote today is to deny.
Mrs. Jackson? All right,
Mr. Winley, I think you have some more work to do, some more things you need to work on. But again, you know, you were charged with second-degree murder. And the state extended leniency to you, manslaughter, and you got 25 years on the manslaughter. Manslaughter carries a maximum of 40. So you already received leniency and you do have dates coming up. And so my vote today likewise is to deny.
Mr. Rusher,
Madam Chairman, my vote is the same, for the same reason.
Mayor Bella.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. My vote likewise, same, for the same reasons.
All right, Mr. Winley, you're on the right track. You've done some hard work. I see you've earned 378 days, so you've maxed out on your good time credits, but I think you could benefit too from a little more work. I'm glad to hear you're working on your GED, but I do agree with my colleagues. Today is just not the day. You're not quite ready. My vote today also is to deny. We do wish you well. Good luck to you, sir.
Love y'all.
It's our business. We're going to adjourn at 2:22. Thanks for coming. Thank y'all.
You know, because he took a plea deal, I couldn't find any facts on the crime. I don't have any appeals to go over with you. But this is the second to last hearing of the day, and every hearing before it was life sentences without the opportunity for parole. And there's so much on the line for everyone, the victims and the one applying, that it just, you know, just adding I'm adding context. This case almost feels not as heavy when you watch back to back to back cases of full life sentences. And it's like they were telling him, yeah, you're going to get out soon anyways. What, you want to get out basically like a few years early? And no, it was interesting what Mr. Roche said, and he may have said it as much for his parents as he did for him, but tell us what you did that was so extraordinary that you should get out early. He didn't have the answers. I'm like this, he took a man's life and they just pled down for whatever reason. They didn't want to go to trial. They wanted to just say, hey, it's 25 years. And like Mr. Roche said, he will be getting out soon regardless. So I didn't expect him to get it at all, just from the beginning. And it's you know, I don't, it's hard to, it's kind of what it is. You agreed to your date and you serve your time. You took a man's life. And he'll be out soon. But it's interesting how you can get built up sort of like immunity to these things. If you start watching enough of these hearings, you can actually say, oh, this case, it's 25 years, you took a life, you don't have victims that are showing up, like, and how it can just feel less intense. That's kind of scary when you become immune to this type of suffering. Anyways. Please do like and subscribe. A lot of you guys yell at me. Remind me to say like and subscribe. It feels cliche to me, but I think you guys are right. It doesn't hurt to send a reminder. So with that, I'll let you go.